the spring of 2022, China has fulfilled its solemn commitment to the world by successfully hosting the Beijing Winter Olympics. In this ancient and modern land, athletes from different continents gathered together again, broke through the shadow of the pandemic, and created the Olympic miracle. Spending over 2,000 days and nights to prepare for the Winter Olympics, Chinese people have input all the passion and hard work. Their full participation has also brought great opportunities for the development of winter sports. Born in a small fishing village in East China's Fujian, Zhang Lingyuan now lives in Shanghai. Because of his skiing experience, he fell in love with that sport and became a winter sports photographer. Every winter, he will work in different skiing grounds around China for nearly half a year. In 2016, Zhang went to Altai, China's Xinjiang, to shoot. There he had an extraordinary encounter with a local boy.
这张照片是2016年拍的，那时候我们去他家玩。那次我们去的时候，给他带了这个滑雪的装备。 就那天晚上，我们把这个礼物送给他的时候，特别高兴。
At this moment, Ula had just begun his winter vacation and was on the way from the county seat back to his hometown. He had to take a sleigh through the vast valley. Due to geographical factors such as the Alpine barrier, snow season can last for more than 6 months here. After a 12-hour drive, Ula had finally arrived home. His mother prepared lots of his favorite food. After dinner, Ula couldn't wait to step out of the house and embrace the snowfield he has been longing for. More than 4,000 kilometers away, Zhang Lingyuan was coming to the end of his day's work. In recent years, encouraged by government policies, more and more people have fallen in love with skiing, and Zhang is getting increasingly busy. Having finished packing, Zhang immediately rushed to the Hemu village, hoping that his visit could give Ula a surprise. In the early morning, the temperature in Hemu village was close to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Ula and his younger sister volunteered to do housework. The furnace began to radiate heat again. This is the world of ice and snow. For generations, these people live in log cabins to keep out the cold. Fur skis, one of the main tools for traditional travel, has a very long history. Millibek Hallenbeck spends every vacation on explaining the knowledge about fur skis, since he's worried that the traditional craft would be lost in the next generation. The son understands the concern of his father, listening attentively. For Ula, who was born and grew up here, fur skis have already become a part of his life. He needs to understand and protect it throughout his lifetime. However, Zhang Lingyuan and the snowboard he brought overwhelmed the boy. the sun rose, a long-awaited guest finally arrived in the village. In recent years, Zhang has been working in Hemu village for at least 2 months every year. He lives at the homestay run by Ulehat's family and is almost like a member of it. In summer, Zhang will also come to Hemu village from time to time. He's seen Ulehat's ride back, ride horse, and grow up day by day.
你的马叫什么名字啊？啊？哦，那你给它想个名字吧。
In Ulehat's heart, Zhang Lingyuan is both a teacher and a friend. He has opened a window for him to know the big world, and he's also a good coach to teach him modern skiing skills. After lunch, Zhang decided to give Ulehat a skiing lesson.
摆在这个位置，不要急着起跳。当你的后脚快要出台子的时候，才做这个起跳的动作。看到没有，跳得更远了。身边的朋友加入这个滑雪圈子的人，每年新手参与这项运动的人越来越多。他滑雪的进步是超乎我的想象，而且他一下子就变得很懂事。我觉得我对于乌拉哈提来说，我更希望我能影响到他的是怎么样能成为一个更好的人，更健康、更向上、更有意思的人。
Touched by this sight, Ulehat's father also brought over his fur skis, quietly went to the other side of the mountain, and indulged in the fun of the snow. At this moment, teacher and student, father and son, tradition and modernity make a wonderful combination on the snow plain. China is a vast country with over 1 million square kilometers of stable snow ground in winter. Since the successful bid for hosting the Beijing 2022 Olympic Winter Games, winter sports are getting increasingly popular across the country, producing more sports talents and promoting ice and snow culture.
然后这边的话就是电梯，和媒体休息区。另外一面的话就是往前面走，指向的是这个通讯社这边了。
Yang Xinlu, a 35-year-old Chongli native, works at a local hotel. She has been waiting and preparing to participate in the work for the Beijing 2022 for a long time. 7 years ago, facing the camera of Xinhua, she mentioned her dream about Winter Olympics for the first time.
当时2008年就是在忙着考8级找工作，没有机会参与到奥运志愿者的选拔中，一直就觉得很遗憾。所以希望2022年我能够有机会在家门口服务冬奥会，这就是我的梦想。
After graduating from university, Yang found a position in a foreign company in Beijing, realizing the dream of student days. However, she had never given up her dream to serve the Olympics.
记忆里的崇礼呢，尤其是在下雪之后，它整个全是一片白茫茫的世界，就特别像大家看到的这种童话故事。
老公，你回来啦？来。
Out of a passion for skiing, Yang got to know ski coach Ma Dongyang in Chongli. In 2015, they moved into their new home.
哎，明天
下班咱俩去滑个夜场。
行，去富龙。
啊，明天咱俩滑一个吧，好久没滑了。
好。
看看我这水平有没有提高，马老师。
In snow season, skiing enthusiasts gathered in Chongli. Winter sports industry in the town also enters the peak season. In Yang's hometown, nearly 1 out of 4 locals works in winter sports related field. Ma Dongyang is one of them.
这款就是偏软一些，它是全能版，是6600，能打个85折。
After marrying Yang, Ma has run a winter sports gear store locally. In recent years, he opened several branch stores and his own restaurant. As it was getting late, Ma and Yang came for night skiing. Since becoming parents, they rarely have such a date on snow.
这正好在咱家后山上，雪对于我来说带来太多的快乐了。但还是很爱这个雪山，也很喜欢滑雪。
所以才认识了我是吧？
对，这个才认识了你。你要在适当的时候要加速，然后有些时候是要减速，有的时候你是希望，能磨练一下自己的动作和这个滑雪的技巧。越往后的话，你每次滑行的目的和你想要达到的效果就都不一样。其实跟生活啊、跟工作啊、跟人生啊，其实有时候我觉得还有很多相通的地方。
At late night, tourists return from the ski field and come to Ma Dongyang's barbecue restaurant. The chill in them is quickly dissipated by the warmth inside. For Yang Xinlu, one of her dreams is to serve the Beijing 2022, and the other is to open a barbecue restaurant. Both have come true now. Since China won the bid to host the 2022 Winter Olympics, people in Chongli have benefited a lot thanks to ice and snow. Now, there are 7 large ski resorts. Winter sports industry is booming, with the total fiscal revenue growing by nearly 200 million yuan each year. More and more Chinese people engage in winter sports with rising incomes. Located in Changbai Mountains, Tonghua lies on the world's golden latitude zone for ice and snow. For decades, the city has raised over 1,000 winter sports talents and is known as their cradle.
我是在2008年呢，
Piao Dongxi, 74, was explaining to the first batch of new skiing club members in 2022.
当时呢，这个人员很少原先是我们7个到8个人，现在已经发展到了，整个通化市内有100多号人，基本都在50多岁，就是小的也有，你看那个也是7岁不就到8岁。
Piao has won many national champions in alpine skiing in consecutive years. He is also one of the first Chinese athletes to compete at Olympic Winter Games. In 2008, Piao founded a club that provides free skiing courses for the members. With his help, hundreds of people crossed the threshold into the world of winter sports. Before the opening of the Beijing Winter Olympics, passion for winter sports was high across the country. Piao, though in his 70s, could not resist an urge to go skiing.
来，我这儿，来，这哪是你干的活？
Zhang Guizhen, Piao's wife, is a ski jumping coach. They met and got married due to their common cause.
可艰苦了，3个人用2副板，你想大脚型号不一样啊，大脚的孩子就脊椎都出血， 小孩的小的呢还得给前面垫个棉花堆里头。
When the couple was young, they dreamed of owning a set of standard ski equipment.
这就是膝盖那是这么摆的，你小心点啊！土。
When Piao arrives at the ski field, he's as excited as a child.
顶，顶住，先往下使劲，这个的啊，完了头也往前顶，往前走这个劲儿，你这个站起来，站，对，往打什么，这样就漂亮。
Improving movements of skiing fans has become one of his habits over the years. At this moment, the elderly couple seems to have returned to their youth.
对雪的这种情感是滑雪啊，你看他们玩的真的，从心里高兴。他们也是喜欢雪，喜欢这个滑雪项目啊。你看多开阔，心情也好，开朗。
As of October 2021, around 346 million people, almost a quarter of China's population, have participated in ice and snow sports after the country's successful bid to host the Winter Olympics. Such a staggering proportion has benefited from ice and snow sports' burgeoning development and promotion into more parts of the country, especially its deep south. Li Qi, 22, from Heilongjiang province, used to be a professional ski athlete. Before he came to Hainan for college study, he never imagined that he would work as a ski coach in a southern city one day.
我一开始不觉得说，滑雪这个运动能够在这边受到这么多人的喜欢，真的还是让我挺意外的。
Since Hainan has a tropical monsoon climate, it's not easy to make artificial snow here, so the resort has installed 2 dry ski machines that use conveyor belts to simulate the effect. Even if there's no real snow, people are still enthusiastic. In the past 3 years, the venue has received nearly 20,000 people.
因为冬奥会在咱们国家举办了之后呢，他们觉得哇，滑雪是一个非常酷、非常帅的运动，他们会向往自己也那样子在这个雪山上面去滑。我个人非常热爱这个运动，我真的是希望说多教人，能够让更多人用正确的方式、安全的方式去学会这项运动，去享受这项运动的快乐。
In southern China, a ski resort is enough to open up a whole new way of life and experience. Built on top of an abandoned mine, the ski field came into operation in the summer of 2020, and the tickets were sold out on its opening day. Zhan Jingwen and his friends were among the first guests.
滑雪对我们南方的孩子来说太遥远了，小时候我们都只能在电视上看到这项运动。 你这会滑单板还是滑双板？单板啊，这么厉害啊！我记得第一次的时候到欢乐城来滑雪，当时的时候就问其他滑雪的朋友，我说有没有一个滑雪群啊？他们好多人回复我没有滑雪群，当时我就想着那就我自己创一个滑雪群吧。你好吧。我还没看你滑呀，你可以看一看你从什么不行。
From 12 people in the beginning to more than 800 now, Zhan's skiing group is growing every day. In the past 2 years, many friends of Zhan have become die-hard fans of skiing.
前期我们入园的客人70%的是雨雪，30%的是滑雪，现在的话呢，这个比例的话呢正在调整，大概呢我们现在是来这里玩的客人的话呢，60%的是滑雪，40%的雨雪。
我感觉就是有很多家长也愿意送小朋友，就自己的小孩过来学习滑雪。 就是让他们爱上这项滑雪这个运动，我就是挺羡慕他们。
Compared to the children in front of him, John first tried skiing at 29. Though a latecomer, he still feels fortunate that he encountered the sport. Shanghai, on the shore of the East China Sea, used to see a scarcity of winter sports. In recent years, as the process of encouraging 300 million Chinese to engage in winter sports goes eastward, local winter industry has developed rapidly. Beijing Chong, a Hong Kong businessman, settled down in Shanghai in 2003. When he first arrived, there was no ice rink in the whole city. Chui finally played ice hockey in Shanghai after his daughters were born. Influenced by their father, the two girls also fell in love with the sport and won many awards in 5 years.
这个是妹妹带的。
上海赛區。
即係嗰個要打11A。
哦，呢個係今年嘅 ，OK。
我為什麼要他們打？因為我覺得打冰球，他有贏有輸，然後我就希望他們輸嘛。現在孩子太舒服了，順境太多，他都輸了以後，他就不怕輸。
There are victories and defeats in games, and ups and downs in life. Ice hockey brings them not only the courage to compete for the title, but also the character of solidarity and cooperation.
打冰球好玩，因为打冰球就有很多人。
我现在觉得我已经比爸爸好一点了，就是想法不够多。
Now, ice hockey is not just a family hobby for them, but also a life lesson about love, courage, and growth. Before the Chinese Lunar New Year, ice skating enthusiasts in Beijing took out their skates and gathered in support of the Beijing 2022.
以前我们在70年代啊和80年代啊，我们都是滑冰的爱好者，都是上海周边的街里街坊老邻居吧。主要是滑冰季节，都来去享受。我们在弯道的速度就特别快，就耳朵一阵呼呼的风，听着这风就是一种刺激。那就说我到了一个极限了。
By 2021, China has built 654 standard ice rinks, an increase of 317% from 2015. The number of indoor and outdoor ski resorts has reached 803, up from 568 in 2015. Through efforts to push back the limits of time and space, China has made winter sports popular among ordinary people. While building a strong sports country and a healthier population, China has also provided an unprecedented opportunity for the development of the world winter sports. More and more Chinese people are engaging in winter sports and chasing their dream on ice and snow.